Xenoblade Chronicles X was one of the last Nintendo Wii U games, and quite possibly one of the first ones I wanted to see released on the Nintendo Switch. And guess what, guys? It's actually happening. However, there are still some games that are stuck on the Wii U. So I wanted to do a short list of some of my favorite Wii U games that are bound to that system that I really hope and I wish we get a release on Switch or the next iteration of the Switch. And in all honesty, the Switch has been a fantastic system. Some of the best Wii U, and GameCube games have been re-released as remasters. The Nintendo Switch Online app has been amazing. I get to play Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, some of these amazing games all on one system. But despite all this amazing stuff, I'm a bit of a weirdo, and here are games I really want to see released on the Switch, or at least the Switch 2, that are still stuck on the dreaded Wii U. Now, many of you are going to say, cry foul and say, well, the Nintendo World Championship. Well, that's kind of like the Nintendo NES Remix Volume 1 and 2. Wrong, it's not. The NES Remix Volumes 1 and 2 are really unique. The progression system is different, the vibe is different, the music, the setup, some of the challenges are really different. It felt like a breath of fresh air on a system where basically there was no fresh air. These games are absolute gems, still stuck on the Nintendo Switch, and boy, I cannot wait for this to get released. It's not that difficult of a game to port, I would imagine, considering that we already have the NES Championships Edition, so here's hoping. So I wanted to include a double pack. I'm going to start by saying Twilight Princess HD Remaster should be something that is a no-brainer. This thing should have been out. We should have gotten a Zelda 3D All-Star Collection by now. But again, it is Nintendo, so I really can't understand what they're up to. Although I really hope the rumors are true and that we actually get to see this masterful gem, this bloated Ocarina of Time reimagining, as the way I see it, released on the Nintendo Switch. And for those who haven't played Twilight Princess, this is a game that came after Wind Waker, and they took on the serious art style, you know, the realistic graphics, and made the story really grim and dark, and had this fantastic villain in there, Zant. And again, it's just such an amazing game, and a really well built game. But the years have not been kind, and I think now people have begun to appreciate the other Zelda games for their charm, and looked at Twilight Princess almost like sort of like a wannabe Ocarina of Time. But I digress. It's still a fantastic game. I love it, and I would love to see this on the Nintendo Switch. I rank this game higher because I absolutely loved Star Fox Zero. It had a weird design. I did not like that gamepad viewing in the beginning. The controls were really weird. But this is a Platinum Games co-developed game. Nintendo and Platinum Games getting together, shaking hands, creating this next level Star Fox experience. And by the time you are more, like a quarter way into the game, you sort of get used to the weird controls, the weird mechanics, and graphically, it is the best Star Fox has ever looked. I'm a huge fan of Star Fox Assault as well on the GameCube. I thought Namco Bandai knocked it out of the park, but Star Fox Zero is just as memorable, really awesome, and honestly, it would be kind of hard to sort of throw away that dual screen mechanic, but I'm all for it as long as we get a great version released on the Switch. And of course, I'm going to put this game up there because honestly, this is a running gag that every single console we get a new Smash, but we don't get to visit the old games. And Smash Brothers for Wii U was fantastic. I mean, this is a game that had the most complete list of trophies, had an amazing set of mechanics that we haven't seen even in Ultimate. Granted, everybody's back in Ultimate, and there's no topping that. But Bayonetta was a broken and powerful character in this game. You had alternate moves that you could map, and just such a cool HD, beautiful reimagining. There are times where I look at Smash for the Wii U and I think, wow, it may be a little better looking than the Switch, but I know that's nostalgia glasses. I'm not really thinking straight, but it would be nice to see this game sort of released as a part of a Smash Brothers Anniversary Collection. I don't know, throwing it out there. This is a game I wish that was not just bound to the Wii U, but released on the Switch. And of course, number one, who am I kidding here? The Wind Waker HD. It was mind-blowing how Nintendo managed to do this. I think this set the precedence for remakes for Nintendo. Just going in and adjusting, not just adjusting, redoing the lighting engine, redoing the animation stuff. Everything is so crisp, so clean, so smooth. It is, if you thought Wind Waker looked great, this will just blow your mind. Wind Waker HD Remaster is fantastic. Sure, there's some issues with the new lighting. Sometimes the Link can come off a little, polygonal 3D. But by and large, like 99% of the game is just an absolute overhaul. Just goes to show how important lighting really is in a game. And that is the one game that's still stuck on the Wii U. Give us your thoughts with the dwindling, small, minuscule, tiny library of the Wii U. Are there any games we missed out on, or is this it? And please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.